Hi, Karen.
Barb, how are you?
It's great to see you.
You too, you too. Congratulations. 25
Oh,
years. Wow.
25 years.
Yeah.
When we started, we had a 4-year-old and an 18-month-old.
Oh my gosh.
I know, where we're crazy, right?
Well, yeah, and I started 24 years ago, so I feel like we've kind of grown up together. Really. I mean, think about that.
That's funny that you should say that because we were talking about how long you'd been designing.
Yeah. Yeah,
20.
I started in 1999 technically.
Okay.
So, yeah, I went to my first show in I guess 2000, but yeah, it's crazy.
Were you
So,
always a cross stitcher?
well, yes and no. I mean, it is funny. I always liked to stitch. My mother crocheted. I started out doing embroidery type work,
Sure.
but I would do my own thing all the time. So I did buy kits. I did buy, the printed cross stitch stuff and all that.
Dresser
Yeah,
scarves.
yeah,
Yes. Right.
I've done all of that, but I like to do my own thing. So I would always draw on a piece of fabric and then stitch it. So, but I went from that to teaching it with Better Homes and Gardens a long time ago. And then decided I needed to do my own thing. So, yeah.
So you started teaching with Better Homes and Gardens, the magazine?
Yeah, yes, they had it was a home party plan, kind of like you do Tupperware, only you taught crafts, right? So, and I thought, well, I like that. That sounds like fun. So I did that for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
I'm gonna confess to you, like I did another group the other day, is that when I first started out cross stitching, I in teaching and I said, don't worry about crossing your stitches, which way you go, it doesn't really matter. Now I go, what was I thinking? I mean, of course they have to go all the same way, but anyway, it was a learning thing. So
Oh, that's awesome. That is so great. Well, so my staff and I were having a conversation, I'm going to say 4 months ago, and we were talking about because it's our 25th anniversary, we would like to choose a designer that I could possibly work with that would create something that could be a celebration piece for us. And of course, your name came up in that conversation, and you very graciously said yes, which was
what was I thinking?
I'm not sure what you were
No.
thinking. I'm not sure what you were thinking, but you graciously said yes. And then we just started throwing some ideas out. And then you came up with some really terrific stuff. Do you want to talk about your process?
Sure, I'll do my best. So yes, so I at first I thought, well, I've got some pieces here that I haven't published yet. So would you want one of those?
Right.
And so we went to, no, I like the colors, but I need a house and I need more. It's got to be me. And I went, okay, fine. So we went through all of that, and I actually I did Google Earth, and I looked at the house that you have, because
Yes.
you explained to me that it was from the early 1900s, right? Or
Yes. Yes.
19, yeah.
Yep.
So
1919.
so yeah, so I thought, well, okay. So one thing leads to another. So we picked out the actual colors that we liked,
Yes.
and then I in the fabric, and I had a picture of the house, and we knew we needed a little black cat, which you're gonna have to explain to me why you need a black cat, but anyway. uh, so we, it just kind of grew from there, and it looks like you have some flowers and plants and gardens, and it looks like a really lovely spot. So, and I've never been there, unfortunately, but anyway,
Well,
so it looks like a nice
we're
place.
gonna change that, aren't we? We have a little something up our sleeves, and we're gonna change that little thing later on this summer. But the little black cat is because we have a shop cat, and her name is 310 because she's black, and she's named after DMC 310. So her name is 310. So that's why we have a little black cat.
Oh, neat.
And the gentleman who lived in this house when it was originally built was a peony gardener. And what is now our parking lot was full of irises and beautiful peonies. And that's where the gardens come from.
Right. Perfect. Well, good.
It was perfect. It was perfect. So then you came up with this amazing design. Can I show it? Is it okay if I show a picture of it? Yeah. Do you have the finished one too? Oh, you had there's the finished one. Oh my gosh. Heart Be Still. That's fabulous. Oh my gosh, Karen.
You got hers finished?
I love it. I love it. Ours is finished, not framed. So you have your copy and we have our copy. The best part of this conversation that we had, I think, was one of the fun parts, is that I wanted to call it Lebanon House because our road is Lebanon Road. And you're like, I'm not really feeling that. But
I've been doing too much English stuff. So
but it's called the Lebanon House Sampler.
Right.
Perfect. Couldn't be better.
It works.
It absolutely works. But here's the beautiful chart that's about to be released to you. The Greater World of Cross Stitch, designed by lovely, lovely and elegant Karen Kluba. So excited to have you part of that.
Good. Thank you. Well, I go through a whole process. So I do all kinds of little drawings. I'll show you all my scribbles. I mean, I go through, I color it in as I go whenever I'm stitching, so I know where I've stitched. And then you can see red marks on there. That's where I got to change something that I've messed up and all of that. So, and I just also then I put in the chart so that you can actually, there's a wreath that is over one
on the top of the house. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I put it really large because I would like it large if I was trying to stitch it. Well, I did when I stitched it because I did this, but
that's awesome. That is so exciting. Well, we are just so pleased that you joined us in this adventure. And I'm so excited to share it with our customers and have you maybe come for a visit possibly later this summer. We're going to talk about that and we'll reveal that a little bit later as the year goes along. But thank you for being part of our 25th anniversary. It's a joy to have your chart that we can send to our customers.
Well, I'm honored and congratulations. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. All right. You take care and be well, okay?
25 years.
Yeah, absolutely. You take care, okay?
I will. You too. I'll
Thanks
see
so
you
much.
soon.
Okay, take care.
All right.